Good morning to you, good people. Wake up and time to rise and shine with us here on This Morning. Of course, you know I'm Chayla Mendez, your host, always trying to bring you something new. And of course, if something piques my interest, I have to share it with you. So first of all, I'd like to welcome Matthew on set. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I feel very great, full of energy, and ready to let St. Lucia know about the latest movement, which is Let's Move St. Lucia. And I would have said New Kids on the Block, but Season 2 is unfolding, so they're not quite new. I'm just late on the train. But tell us about Let's Move St. Lucia.
Okay, Let's Move St. Lucia stemmed from us, my wife and I, wanting to impact St. Lucians to have, as it were, a better idea in terms of their health and their wellness. Because St. Lucia, unfortunately, has a very high incidence of lifestyle diseases such as diabetes and cancer and heart disease. And I mean, when you look at the statistics, we are right there in terms of how these things are impacting us. And the research is showing that one of the key ways to address these things is by getting people to be more active. And so my wife and I had this light bulb moment where we said, hey, let's do something where we can affect St. Lucia on a national scale to improve the overall health and wellness of St. Lucians so we can be a more vibrant, more energetic, and more happy group of people.
It's true. Now, one thing studies have shown, and I mean, anybody who has at least dedicated, whether it's weeks or months, to just a better lifestyle, whether it's eating and exercise, you know you feel happier, you feel more energized. So it's proven, whether scientifically or by your own self-experience. So when I heard about Let's Move St. Lucia, that really caught my attention. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we're in season 2.
Yes.
So that means season 1 has come and gone, but we still want to make sure that you're part of it. So how did season 1 unfold and what exactly transpired?
Oh, wow. Season 1 came about by us first setting up a website called Let's Move St. Lucia, which, because we realize a lot of people are online, and one of the fastest ways to reach people is by going online. And the thinking behind it was that people draw motivation, they draw inspiration from others. So if we could provide a platform where, though you were exercising on your own, but you were not really doing it on your own because you had this entire digital community with you, then it would inspire you to go about doing the necessaries where exercising was concerned. And so we set up this platform using a web-based platform where persons could register, they could sign in, and they could see not only themselves but everybody else who was participating, what their movements were, what they were doing. So for example, if you were number 10 on the list, you say, okay, I can see where number 1 is and what I must do to get to number 1.
Right.
And so this encouraged people, as it were,
Like a
to
healthy competition.
yes, basically health and wellness for fun challenge.
Well, you know, sorry to cut you off too, because now you're mentioning steps, etc., and other people, you know, like I heard this kind of floating around me, and people, like I instruct soca size, there were a couple of people in my class at SLASPA, and you know, this lady's like, oh, she has to get her steps in and whatnot. That was another moment where I heard about it. I'm like, do you know who's doing it? So I didn't know. So everybody was, you know, really like fanatics on getting steps in. So what really was the format, you know, for this challenge?
Okay, it was like, I can say a freestyle where basically you had to simply get in whatever activity that you were. If it was soca sizing or hula hooping or running or whatever it is, because what it is, the fitness trackers converts all activity into step data. And so whatever it is you did, it would be converted in step data, and then it would be uploaded into the platform, and we would see, well, you did 13,000 steps for the day, or whatever that case happens to be. But the aim was for you to do a minimum of 10,000 steps a day.
Okay.
Because the experts declare to us that for you to be at that level where you are experiencing better health and wellness, you need to be doing a minimum of 10,000 steps a day.
Now, for season 2, now it's here. When did it start, and what can we look forward to from this season?
Season 2 is starting on October 1st and is running for 30 days, just like the first season.
Okay.
Registration began on August 1st.
Wow.
And what we can expect is more of the challenging, where we are encouraging people to walk the minimum 10,000 steps. But this time we're going to open it wider and make it even more holistic. We're going to be looking at nutrition. We're going to be looking at stress. We're going to be looking at sleep. We're going to be looking at water. We're going to be looking at all the aspects that contribute to overall health and wellness and how that's going to impact you and make you an overall better person.
Well, you know what, St. Lucia, we have to be part of season 2. How do people get registered and be part of this?
Okay, what we've done, we've continued with our website, so you can register on www.letsmovestlucia, St. Lucia is ST, letsmovestlucia.com, and all the information is there. You register on the website, and that's it.
Great. Now, measuring the steps, because I think out of one of the questions in my class as well that you get, is it the pedometer?
Yes, you require a fitness tracker to measure your level of activity. You can have your own, or we actually have them for sale. You can buy them as well from us, but you can get your own. Doesn't really matter, as long as you have a fitness tracker, because it is very important. I mean, these little tools. It's amazing that when you see something tells you you've achieved your goal of 10,000 steps for the day, how good and wonderful that feels. You're over the moon of this thing.
So, Matthew, thank you very much for coming through.
You're very
it's
welcome.
truly been a pleasure. Good morning. I hope you guys are feeling the good energy as well. And we keep pushing. Let's try to be healthy. But again, I love the holistic approach to it. So if you think this is for you, go ahead. And you know what? One thing I learned too, support buddies are always necessary.
Definitely.
Anytime you feel like you've fallen off the track, they're there to pick you up, or sometimes it inspires you just to keep doing what you're doing because you like the feeling of encouraging somebody else. So let's go out there, let's be a healthier version of ourselves, which is going to equate to happier versions of ourselves. So we look forward to seeing you soon. Good morning to you, St. Lucia, and a special good morning to all of our animal lovers out there. We are at a very special place up in the north, Bossiju to be exact. We are at the St. Lucia Veterinary Medical Center as well as Animal Hospital, and I'm very pleased to be in the company of Dr. George Joseph. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm feeling very good. I've heard a lot of feedback about your center, so we figured we needed to make our way over here to really get down to what it is that you do, what you offer, and of course, I think anybody who has a pet or loves animals in general want to know that there's some place they can bring their animals to get the necessary treatment and help when it's, again, necessary. So tell us about what you all do here.
Here, basically take care of all animals. Like we said it, from the ant to the elephant. And basically, we are here to make a difference in the landscaping of veterinary medicine on island. Our scope is to revolutionize veterinary medicine and to make available in the third world country, first world veterinary medicine service.
Now that's definitely a difference that I like to hear, and I think a difference here in St. Lucia, because I wasn't even aware that we had an animal hospital. So what sort of differentiates you from, others out here in terms of what exactly you offer?
Okay. First and foremost is our relationship that we establish between the practice, the client, and the animal. First, that is first and foremost. We treat our clients like family, the very same way you would treat your pets as a member of your family. We extend the very same here.
Now, how long have you all been in operation for?
Okay, the Veterinary Medical Center opened its doors last year, February. But before this, I've been practicing in the South over the last 21 years.
Now, for you, with so many years of experience, where did this begin? At what point did you know, okay, this is what I want to do with my life?
Okay, I say to people that I honestly believe I was born a veterinarian. I simply may laugh at it, but that's how I feel. I was 9 years old when I decided to be a vet. And that was all because in growing up, my dad was a farmer. And we had animals all through my life. And one afternoon, from school, or that time I was at Tisson Primary, and I went to meet him in Cul-de-sac. He was grazing animals. And there was one calf missing. So I asked, but what happened to the calf? He said to me, the calf died. I said, the calf died? He said, yeah. So I said, look, from that juncture, I said, look, I will be a vet. So the next time your animal will not die if it fell sick. And that was it. I never turned back.
Now, with your services, just let St. Lucia know what it is they're able to come and not just experience for their pets, their animals, but what you can offer in terms of services. Okay.
We offer the whole spectrum of veterinary service. We have a full-fledged lab. Presently, we don't do imagery, but if we have reason to, we can reference it to facilities that do have imagery capacities. We also, as part of the plan, is to be a fully integrated practice. in that we practice both conventional medicine and traditional medicine.
Well, that's definitely, I can see, as you mentioned before, bridging the gap and just really one step ahead of the game in terms of technology wise and using it to your advantage as well. Now, tell us about your team on staff.
Okay, presently we have two veterinarians, Dr. Isaac and myself. Collectively, we have a total experience of, I would say, about 48 years. We have an assistant presently. We operate, like I said, we want to be able to have clients who have access to us at any time. Our opening hours, we run it 7 to 7, Monday to Saturday. On a Sunday, we do 8:30 to 12. But within that, we are accessible 24 hours a day. Also, we try to personalize the visits of clients. So we ask them to make an appointment. So at least you have your time for yourself. You're not competing with somebody else. We also accept walk-ins, but preferably appointments. Okay. So at least you have your time for yourself. You can ask all your questions, all your individuals that you want to be taken. That can be done. So it's more of a personalized setting, so your time is your time.
Perfect. And of course, if somebody wants to contact, just tell them the location, exact location, as well as the contact number.
Okay, we're at our main operation is at Boshizu. We're located, if you're coming in from Gozule, it's the second building after Admark on the opposite side. Can we say the sign is there? Or you could just call us to verify where you are, where we're at. The land number is 450-8862 and by cell 519-0019. We also have a branch in Soufrière. As a satellite, we do Soufrière. It's open every day, but we do clinicals in Soufrière on a Thursday. So persons in the south who want to reach us can call the number, schedule an appointment, and they also can be facilitated.
Perfect. Well, that's good because you're reading my mind. I was about to ask if persons in the South wanted to, get the services as well. So I'm really liking the fact that across the island, there's some way, some form that persons are able to reach out and be in contact. So St. Lucia, if you ever need the assistance, you need the help, you want that family treatment for your favorite pet or your extended family member, then you know exactly where to come. Good morning to you, St. Lucia. Again, it's another moment for us to wake up in the know right here on DBS. I am Chayla Mendez, and my voice should be extra soothing today because I've entered a place that just puts me in that right mood. And today we're going to have some dirty talk, and please get your mind out of the gutter. It's not what you're thinking. But let me introduce you to my friend Nadia. How are you today?
Good, love.
Great. So first of all, Nadia, just tell us who you are and what you do.
Okay, my name is Nadia Sidney. I am a colon hydrotherapist with JT Healing Therapy.
So, summer, carnival, indulgence, we need to clean up. So let's talk about that for a little bit.
Okay, so aside from carnival and all, everybody getting into the drinking and the eating, a lot of us don't take care of our bodies. We know how to have fun, but a lot of us are very skeptical about the taking care of the body parts.
Yeah.
This is where we come in terms of for example, a lot of us probably were drinking for carnival or on a regular basis. In terms of bad eating, probably around that time you had more of the fast food, like you'd get pork on the go, or you'd have your fried foods, your French fries, and burgers. So, and lack of water too, because a lot of people are not drinking water. So what you find is happening, your blood is getting dirty. Your organs are getting all the toxins in there and it's not being expelled properly, especially if you're not an active person. So it's important to, first of all, take care of your pipe system, for example, the colon. That's where I come in. And what a lot of people don't realize is that the colon is responsible for so many organs in the body. Like, for example, let's say, like today I was talking about the liver. The liver is responsible for nutrients and distributing in the body. Now, if it's a situation where your colon is clogged, that's going to be affecting your liver and it won't function properly. So it's important your diet has a lot to play in it, but if you want to jumpstart your system, you should really, really clean out your colon. So let me ask you one question before you jump on me. You know how back in the day our parents used to give us worm medicine like Zentel
Oh,
or
yeah.
Senna and all these things. When was the last time you took one?
Can I pass that question?
That's fine. But a lot of people tend to, when I ask that question, you're like, gosh, probably when I was a kid, you know.
Yeah.
And we have to remember we're not eating as we used to as
Mm-hmm.
children. We're eating even probably worse now.
So I know you all do the hydrocolon therapy as well as the ionic detox. So let's
Right.
talk a little bit about the colon therapy.
Okay, so the colon therapy, you come in to do 3 sessions. Why we choose 3 sessions is because on my diagram I can show you quickly. The colon is as tall as you are, right? So we break it up into 3 parts. So we start with the descending colon first. We try to flush that out. On the second day that you come, we flush out the transverse colon. And on the last day, which is where normally the worm region is, the ascending colon is that's where we flush out. And by then, you're pretty much empty and detoxified.
So again, eye openers here.
Yes. Now the food detox you were asking about earlier, the food detox is it's not as intense as this one, but it's where we use concentrated salt together with our ionic detox machine. You put your feet in the water and it pulls out different toxins from your body. So if you have inflammation in your joints, for example, which most people do, the water will turn orange. If you're somebody who drinks a lot and smokes a lot and take over medication, your water will turn black.
Great. Now, when we look at the two, so the colon therapy would be good for a good total system flush.
Right.
Okay.
Very good for a total system flush because you come to do the food detox, which is good as well. Because I have, for example, a hairdresser who comes in once a month because she's taking in all these chemicals and she needs to get it out of her system. So that's good in itself. But in terms of a total overhaul, in terms of food and gunk and everything else, that's the colon. And you do it every 6 months.
You all have a new location.
Yes.
Great setting. So just tell us where you're at.
Okay, so now we are at Rodney Heights behind Massey Supermarket. We're in the building that was formerly where Valmore used to be, but now the West Tech is downstairs. And you come upstairs from West Tech, and you will come up to unit number 10.
Okay. Perfect. And contact number for you?
Contact number for JT Healing Therapy is 715-0934 or 716-5922.
All right, perfect. So, St. Lucia, there you have it. If you can relate, if you're like me, don't feel bad because I'm confessing on camera. So, we've been living a bad life. If you want to come do, your complete overhaul, reach out to Nadia, come to the colon therapy. Or, of course, if you just want to do something a little, not as intensive, then you can come do the ionic detox. But either way, whatever you plan on doing, let's make sure we make moves and don't wait too late and start getting back on the road to a healthier lifestyle. All right? All right. See you soon. Good morning once again. All the greetings going out to all of our loyal family members. This morning is about to wrap up. I hope you enjoyed every segment. Of course, we try to keep it and bring everything that you want, everything you want to experience, and a little bit of some of the things maybe you don't know about. That's how we keep you in the know. So keep it that way. Keep your mind open. Keep the energy positive. Go out there, spread the word. Let people know this morning is surely here. Tomorrow we're going to do it all over again. Just a little something different, something fun. But of course, go out there, be amazing, and of course, we look forward to seeing you for more family time right here on your Leader DBS.